Hello everyone, my name is Chipo Kauza. I'm a Malawian, but I'm currently residing in Kenya. You're welcome to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for deciding to view this video. I am really grateful. Actually, as you have seen from the title below, you'll see that the video is about my Christian journey. I thought it wise to share my Christian journey with you people because I know that some of you will be able to relate to my story and some of you will also learn from my story. Yeah, so I thought it wise that I share my testimony to you people because I know it will be a blessing and a lesson to many of you. So please join me along as I share my story with me till the end. Thank you. As I have already mentioned, my name is Chipo Kauza. I was born in a Christian family. Yeah, I have been a Christian my whole life. I have known God since I was young, since I was little. Yeah, but as far as I can remember, I never lived my Christianity. Actually, my Christianity, I can say I just lived it on Sundays. Yes, the days that I'm going to church, the days that I'm having a church activity, that's when I lived my Christianity. But when I go home, I go back to my normal self. Yeah, I cannot say that I was a wayward child. No, not really. And I think what contributed to that is how my parents raised us. They live a simple life and we got used to that. Yeah, but deep down in me, in my heart, I was not a Christian. I never lived my Christianity. My desires were not Christ-like. My desires were desires that were not good, were not in line with Christianity. But it never showed out. Okay, that was something that was in me. Yeah, so I lived like that from the whole of my childhood till when I was 13 years old, about 13 years old. Yeah, so at that time I started to at least take the things of God serious. I started to at least feel realize that there is God exists indeed, and we need to live as Christians. Yeah, so I somehow began to take my Christianity serious. But the more I tried to live right, the more I tried to live according to the word of God, is the more I failed miserably. Okay, I kept on backsliding and backsliding and backsliding. I remember one day, I was asking God in my heart because I was so worried. I was asking God in my heart that, God, in your word you tell us that you want your children to be holy as you are. You want your children to be perfect as you are perfect. But is it really possible to be the way that you want us to be? Like, is it really possible? Because honestly, I have tried my best, but I'm failing. Okay, so I was that worried, you see, because sometimes when I even read the word, like the story of Jesus Christ, when he was telling there was a time he was referring to the Pharisees as hypocrites. In my heart, I'm like, oh my God, I think this is just like, this is how I am, this is my heart. Because outside I was a girl whom, when people see, they're like, this is a nice girl, yes, she's a church leader, but it's me who knew my sins with my God. You see, so I was that worried because, yeah, I know the consequences. I know the consequences of hypocrites. I know that even though you say, Lord, 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 but if you're not really walking in the true light, you are as good as nothing. You are in vain in the eyes of God. Yes. So that happened. That moment I never got an answer. It was just something that I was asking God in my heart. And time went by till I went to college. I went to the university. So when I was in college, one day I came across a certain book. You know, that book spoke to my heart. That book spoke to me, and I felt like God is speaking to me directly. Okay, that book is entitled The Self-Surrender. Okay, it's entitled Self-Surrender. It's written by Joe Cruz. It has 36 pages. It's a very small book. It's small, but it's a nice book. You know, that book, it spoke to me. It actually reviewed my life. It reviewed my whole life. And I was even wondering, like, God, how come I did not even know all this? Like, how come did I didn't know all of this that I'm getting right now? Okay. So what that book simply revealed to me is that, Chipo, the reason that you are backsliding so much is because you have not truly decided to follow Christ. You have not decided to follow Christ. You want to be a Christian, but you're not willing to completely surrender your life to God. You're not willing to completely separate yourself from the world. You see, like what I used to do is that I could still hold on to things that even to myself, sometimes I could question myself that, is this right? And I could hold on to those things and put Jesus in there, like put the name of God in there. You see, like Christianizing, I don't know if there's that word, but Christianizing something, you see. So, like, for example, that time I cannot say that I was, like, in terms of my dressing, I cannot say that I was dressing in a bad way. Not really, because as I have said, my parents, they never allowed that. So I did that because of parents, but God knew what was in my heart. And sometimes I could even try to divert to that what I wanted, you see. And what God told me was that, Chipo, you need to separate yourself from the world. Look at what you are watching. Look at what you're listening to. Look at your desires. Look at your desires, like your desires of dressing. Look at whatever you are holding to. You are holding to those things, and you're professing that you're Christian, but you have not separated yourself from those things, and that is why you lack time. You lack the strength to read my word. You lack the strength to focus in the things of God. So that is what God actually revealed to me, and I was like, how come I did not realize all of these things? Like, how come I didn't know all of these things? Yeah, so from that time onwards, my life has been a life where I have realized that if you want to walk with God, if you want to walk in line with God, you have to carry your cross daily, okay? Deny yourself. Because in that same time, I came across the verse in Luke 9 verse 23, the one which says that if you want to follow Christ was telling his disciples that if you want to follow me, that was Christ, if you want to follow Christ, you have to deny yourself and carry your cross daily, okay? So you have to make decisions. As a Christian, you have to make decisions every day. It's not everything that comes in this world that you are going to receive, like you're just going to take it like that. And as a Christian, you have to realize that you are not going to live according to your former life, okay? You have to now start to think that what is it that is in my life that is not according to the will of God, and so you deny it. Yes, so that is how my life has been. Like, I was a Christian, but I was not a true Christian, and I knew that, and God spoke to me through my conscience. I know that there's someone there who is watching this. I know that you know that deep down in your heart that yes, you are a Christian, you go to church, but you know that deep down in your heart that you are not okay with your God. You are not in line with the will of God. You are not being you are not living your Christianity. And God is calling you that, actually the purpose that I created you on this earth is for you to serve me. Okay, you have to walk the talk. You are a Christian, walk what you profess to be. Be that. Okay, I have learned that you can stand there on the pulpit to preach. Yes, maybe some people will change at that moment, but the greatest preaching in your life is how you live your life. Okay, it's how you live your Christianity. That is what will preach to people more, because they will know through your lifestyle that yes, Christianity is real. The reason that most people in this world are not believing in Christ, are not believing in Christianity, is because of the way we Christians live. We profess to be Christians, but our lifestyles are just the same and not even different from those people that we say that they are of the world. They're not. It's not even different. Yeah. And so, since I made this decision that, Lord, I want you to help me. I don't want to do it with my own strength as I used to do, and then I kept backsliding. I don't want you to help me to follow you. Yeah, as I made that decision, I can say that my life has been easy. It has been hard because, I am a girl. I have a life to live. Now the challenge comes when I have to integrate my life with Christianity. Okay, like, I'm a girl. I don't know if you have seen that video of hair, but one of the things that I had to struggle with is my hair. Like, one of the things that God told me to stop is the use of artificial hair. And then you see, I love long hair. Okay, and making long artificial hair is the easiest way, like the fastest way to get long hair. And as any girl, I want to look nice, I want to look good, and then at the same time my hair is not growing. Okay, sometimes I had temptations to like just go ahead with, and also with some like outside pressures that, why don't you do that, whatever. But I thank God that He still helped me to hold on to what He told me. Yeah. And then I had to struggle with that, but I thank God. If you see my testimony, I thank God for the faith that He gave me, and I know that one day I will testify that this is where I wanted my hair to be. Yes, so it's those things that I struggle with, and I know that there are so many girls out there who are also watching, or so many people, men, who are watching, that in their Christian life they're also facing those things. Okay, like as a Christian girl, you also need to look nice. There's this issue of fashion, but then fashion does not every fashion that is meant for you, and then you have to choose. You have to decide which fashion should I take to glorify my God. I need to look good, and I also need to glorify God. There are so many decisions that we have to make, and so that is why I decided now to start this channel. Okay, I know that through this channel, God is first starting to work with me. That same thing will also help you, because that is why I created this channel, to also share whatever I am learning, and to share different topics and different things that we Christian go through. So in my description again, I wrote that I'll be teaching girls and women. Okay, and the description continues. Yeah, but it does not mean that this channel is not for men. It's for men too, because whatever I'll be talking, it's something that can relate to anyone. But what I simply meant was that I'm a girl, so I can talk best in the perspective of being a lady, because I am not a man and I've never been a boy. So that is simply what I meant, and that does not have to be a hindrance for some man or boy not to watch. Please watch. You are welcome, and I believe that you will all be blessed. Thank you so much for staying up to this end. May God bless you, and I pray and I plead to you that please make a decision to surrender your life completely to Christ. Surrender your life completely to God, because that is the only reason that you were born on this earth. Yes. So thank you so much once again. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more updates and notifications. Thank you. Bye-bye.